Good morning, you guys. Oh my god. So I woke up this morning with a heavy heart. Let me put you guys over here while I look for some earring bags. But anyway, just really thinking about Virgil and his contribution to the world at large, but even more specifically to the creative realm, really, because not just fashion, the artistic realm for Black people, and just really like his contributions to the vision that is being a Black creative and being a creative in general. And I don't know, like I, cried, of course, and I really just allowed for those emotions to flow through me as I paid homage to the appreciation of his contribution to the world. And it's so sad. I feel like he only got to do like a portion, like in that portion of his life that in which he was really contributing. And my eyeliner also, like, excuse it, like, whatever. So I think today on Vlogmas Day 2, we're gonna contribute and pay homage, however you say that, to the legendary Virgil Abloh. He is such an inspiring person. And, he did make it possible. Although sometimes I was critical of some of his work. A lot of his work I really loved. I really enjoyed. I love the playfulness, the excitement, the experimentation, the representation, all the above. And I don't know. I hope he is in his afterlife and on his next phase in his spiritual journey, living his best. And while I'm here, I will always remember the immortal inspiration and creativity that a being like Virgil really was able to grace this world with humanity. He brought realism, he brought humanity, and he brought joy into the fashion industry again. He made it not just stoic and I guess in a way, even though fashion is such an art, sometimes, designers of previous generations, it wasn't really leaned into the artistic side of fashion, if that makes sense. And I feel like he really embodied that. I don't know, but come along with me. Here's my fit also. The messy rooms, it's just the vibe, but oh my god, I made this jacket like a year ago, actually last Thanksgiving. Now I'm really starting to see the value of this jacket. It's actually really cute. I love that I have this scarf detail. At first I was like, this is hideous, ew, but now I'm like, bitch, clever. But anyway, yes, this is the vibes.
You hear these stories all the time of like a creative or someone that you look up to and like how their story started and like the stumbling blocks or like little hurdles that were in the earlier part of their career. From the point that I was as a young sort of kid with ambition, I just knew that I wanted to create. And I knew that I needed a place to learn how to do that. And what I love about higher education and the importance of it to like this younger generation of all of us collectively is this is like a safe haven to sort of foster and learn skill sets that'll be with you for the rest of your life.
Had a runway show just a couple days ago where I'm fortunate to debut ideas that I've crafted over the last 20 years on the same sort of platform that, fashion's major recording system exists, which is Paris. Those brands that are showing on the same schedule are, 50, 60 years old and are esteemed because of their history. And for me, it's important that our history, the collective history or the collective nuances of the culture that exists in this room, that they make their way to Paris and they make their way on that recording system of fashion of a contemporary sense. So, I debuted a show that was, that features sculptures of mine next to fashion of mine. It was a show that was sort of, multi-sensory in a way, and that end result is my sort of offering to the discipline of culture, not specifically fashion or art.
Type of dialogue with the customer. The customer, the public in general, has a lot more knowledge. They're a lot more discerning. So, being a designer now means something different than being a designer in the previous sort of generation. And I think what makes room for large opportunity is that there's new space for new dialogue. I think there's new room. There's a new. To me, there's a new space to be defined. That's the best way. I don't think we've yet to see how substantial and how innovative and how creative this new merger is meant to be. And, my work is focused on making it, making tangible examples, whether that be a fashion show or a garment or a collaboration, just to find space. And I've always been about, discovering by doing.
I got a marker right here. I got one for you.
No, this is gonna keep going. Is the mic still on? Somebody make a video of this, because I'm just gonna use for